ready. 1, 2, 3. Push the button. And it's burning. And it's burning. Did you see the smoke? What I did wrong over here. I got a new phone on my desk. I have just opened the back of it. Haven't opened everything else. The problem with this one is no display. So when I put it on charge, I can feel it's vibrating. I can see on my charging amp meter is getting 1 amp almost. Red light over here, but nothing on the screen. For these sort of phone, first we have to figure out what's the problem. There could be either of one. No image or no backlight. No image, like nothing on the screen, is a different thing, but if there's something on the screen but there's no backlight, that's a different. So how do we check it? We just bring any light close and press the button and try to see under the screen if something is there or no. With this one, actually I can see the letter pair over here is asking for the password maybe. So this problem is, you can't see it from the camera because it's not going to be clear. You have to be very accurate seeing it. The light from the microscope has to be on certain angle so you can see the image. So I can definitely tell the image is there and backlight is not there. So let's open it up and check it. Alright, I don't have any schematic for this one, so we have to figure out the problem. Where we're gonna start diagnosing is from the connection where the LCD plugs into it. Let me switch the camera. So the LCD connects over here, and for sure the like backlight connection gonna come over there as well. And first thing we need to see if there is any blown up fuse or something. No blown up fuse. What's the model of this one anyway? There's no point of me checking the diode mode reading from here because I don't have a working board. I don't nothing to compare, no schematic, so I will skip that part. I just wanna make sure there's no damage here. Then we need to find a backlight circuit, and to be honest I don't know where that one is because I never done this one before. You can just tell which one is the backlight circuit just by looking at it. It's gonna have a coil or backlight IC and everything over there. Ah, something is not right over here. Can you see? This is the backlight circuit for sure because the backlight circuit will have a coil resistor and the diode as well. That's the diode. This must be the coil of the backlight. Let me see somewhere else. No. Pretty much this is the problem, and I'm most probably thinking this should be just a coil issue, this one, because these coils are flat but this one is a little bit bumpy. You can see a little bump from the top, so this coil may be burned or internally or something. So all I need, no, can you, yeah, the diode as well, this one is moving. So the problem is here, and it's straight coming from, I think this is the power IC PM something. I have very little knowledge about the Android, so I'm just guessing. So this gonna be the case. Let's take the motherboard out and replace this coil and refix this diode and see if the pad underneath are still correct or not. Okay, so from here we're gonna do, the first thing I'm going to do is take off this coil and take off this diode. You have to look at the position of the diode. This is the anode and cathode. The anode has to be on this side, otherwise it will not work. Alright, how we gonna fix it up? We need to grab a sharp blade, trace the pads under the IC, like this one is coming from here. Okay, this is fine. So all we need to do is make a bridge over here, attach it, put this one here, and that's it. Actually, we don't need to make a bridge. We can just bend that diode which we're gonna use. Alright, let's turn this one on and see if we got something over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing over here. Nothing is getting hot. Make sure the battery is connected. Plug in the charger is getting amp. Let's see the backlight. To check the backlight, the screen has to be cleaned. There shouldn't be any fingerprint, otherwise you cannot see what's going on underneath. And I can still see some numbers over here. This is number 2, and the backlight is still not there. Okay, if the backlight is still not there, let's disconnect the battery. Coil is connected, yes. Diode is connected. It moved a little bit. Yeah. It will move a little bit because the pad which this one is connected to is flimsy. Yes, it is connected. What's this thing here? Is it the fuse or... Camera is not focused. Yeah, this got... And is it shorted? Is this line is short? So how are we gonna check it? Diode mode positive to ground, check negative. You know what it could be? Are you not seeing my camera? I was just testing the reading. It could be the track from here to here is not connected because this is all burned. See, like pair supposed to be here, and from there the supply should have gone up to there, and I'm thinking there's no connectivity between this one and this one. This side of the coil is getting the diode reading because we got the reading over here, and the coil passes the reading to this side, and we cannot check the reading underneath here. So let's open it up, jumper from here to underneath, put the coil back on and see if it works. No problem, it's not gonna take much time. Okay, we don't need to take off the coil, we're just gonna take off the diode, make a jumper, put the diode back. What wire should I use? I will use 0.01. I think this should be the better for this job. If I use really small this with this one, because this is on the backlight circuit, that wire will not hold this much voltage, so we need to use a little bit thick wire. Test it. Ready, 1 2 3, push the button, and it's burning. And it's burning. Did you see the smoke? What I did wrong over here? The coil is burnt again. Did you see that? Let's show you this one here. The coil is burnt again. My anode cathode is correct. Yeah, that one is correct. I really don't think so the fault is coming from this IC. Do you think so? No. is my diode is connected with this cap. Let me check. Maybe yes. Okay, so what we're going to do now again, we're going to take off both of these thing, diode and coil, measure them again. If there's any short even after getting them out, then fix it accordingly. And this time I will make sure I'm not connecting my diode with this cap. 1, 2, 3. It's good. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is off. Short. Come on, this is gonna be anode and cathode anyway. I think this cap is short. I don't even remember if I checked that one before or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. की हाँ एनिमल नहीं हो ले लो. Alright, so we have to rework the whole this thing because there was previously burned things. The tracks underneath they are burned as well. I don't know, it's my mistake or it was the board, but whatever it is, we have to fix it. We cannot just give up just because the board is falling apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, is the short is still on that line? We can check it from okay, what we're going to do now is, let me explain you. What we're going to do now is putting a coil here, and the track from the coil to diode is missing, so we're gonna make a track from here, and from the other side of the diode the track is missing from here to this capacitor, and from this capacitor to this coil or capacitor, I don't know what it is. So we need to make a wire from here to here, here to here, here to there, and then place the cap, the diode and the coil to make the circuit complete. And it's not it's not easy. Okay, that whole circuit is reworked. So we have put a new coil, new new diode and new capacitor. Coil we use it from the Samsung S4 board, capacitor from the Samsung S4 board, and the diode we use from the iPhone 6s board. Reason why I use that one, because I know the 6s backlight circuit is really powerful. That diode can handle almost any circuit on another phone. So you can correct me if I'm wrong. I will appreciate that if you can tell me my mistakes so I can learn from my mistakes. But most probably I should be fine. I think that's how it's gonna work. The best thing is to find a proper coil diagnostic, what's the value of that diode and everything. Alright, all connected. You didn't see, I didn't switch on the camera. Anyway, this time what we're going to do is we're gonna press the power button and look at this section if it's getting burned again or not. Just focus over here. Okay, let's see if it's gonna smoke. I'm gonna disconnect the battery. 1 2 3 go. It didn't smoke, and we got the backlight back on. Alright, so let's sum up what we did so far. We tested the phone. It was no backlight. There is a difference between no image and the no backlight. So this one was the no backlight. So what we figured out, because I didn't have the schematic for this phone and I didn't have any idea about this phone, so I skipped that diode mode reading on the connector over here. Then I look for a coil or something, because I can know if there is a coil, a diode and the capacitor, big capacitor, that's the circuit for the backlight. And we figured out the backlight circuit was here. This is the one, and this coil was burned. This diode was moving a little bit. We put a new one on. It burned the whole circuit. Maybe it was my mistake. I accidentally joined the diode with the capacitor. Actually that shouldn't happen, because that supply goes to the capacitor. Actually that capacitor was short, which I missed. I didn't check that one was short or not. That's my mistake. For that sake of that, I have to read the whole thing again. So we supply the jumper from the backlight diode to capacitor to the coil, and circuit gets complete. And this is the number I was talking about. I was getting. See, I was telling you I can see some numbers over here. It was asking for the password. And I'll pack this one later. And thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video.